How many times have you found yourself confused, wondering if that special someone is actually into you? We've all been there. Deciphering someone's feelings can feel like trying to crack a code, especially when it comes to love and attraction. But what if you had a guide, a roadmap, to help you understand those subtle hints and signals? That's what we're diving into today. We're going to decode the signs she's not into you, not to discourage you, but to empower you. Because understanding is the first step to moving forward, whether that means adjusting your approach or realizing it's time to move on. Let's face it, putting your heart on the line is brave, and the last thing you deserve is to be left wondering. So let's unravel the mystery together and give you the clarity you deserve. Have you ever found yourself staring at your phone, waiting for a reply that never seems to come? One of the first signs that someone might not be as invested as you are is inconsistent or infrequent communication. Think about it. When you're truly excited about someone, you want to talk to them, right? You jump at the chance to share details about your day, you eagerly ask them questions, and you genuinely value the connection you have. So, if her responses are consistently slow, if she's always the one ending the conversation first, or if she's full of excuses for why she can't chat, it might be a sign that her heart isn't truly in it. Let's talk about avoidance. Now, everyone needs their space, and it's healthy to have time apart. But if she's constantly coming up with reasons to avoid spending time with you, alarm bells should be ringing. Maybe she's always busy with plans when you ask her out, or she cancels at the last minute with vague excuses. This pattern of avoidance can be a painful pill to swallow, but it's often her way of creating distance without directly rejecting you. Remember, someone who genuinely wants you in their life will be excited to make time for you. They'll go out of their way to see you, not find ways to escape. Here's a hard truth. When someone is truly interested, they don't wait for you to do all the work. They step up to the plate and put in the effort. So if you constantly find yourself being the one to initiate plans, to send the first text, or to suggest hanging out, it's a sign she might not be feeling the same spark. Now, this doesn't mean she's not allowed to have a life outside of chasing after you, but a healthy relationship involves a balance of give and take. Pay attention to how much effort she's making. If it feels one-sided, it might be time to reassess the situation. Chapter 4. The Hands-Off Approach. Physical touch is a natural part of romantic relationships. A simple touch can speak volumes about the connection you share. It's about intimacy, closeness, and that undeniable spark. So if she shies away from your touch, avoids holding your hand, or seems uncomfortable with physical affection, it's a clear sign that something's not quite right. Now, everyone has different comfort levels with physical touch, and that's okay. But if she's consistently pulling away, or seems distant when you're close, it's a red flag that you can't ignore. Chapter 5. Lost in Translation. Decoding her conversations. Pay close attention to the content of your conversations. When you're together, is she genuinely engaged in what you have to say? Or does she seem distant, distracted, and constantly steering the conversation towards other topics, or even worse, other people? When someone is into you, they want to know everything about you. They hang on your every word, they remember the little details, and they ask follow-up questions because they're genuinely interested in your world. If she's not asking about your life, your dreams, or your passions, it might be a sign that she's not seeing you as a romantic prospect. Chapter 6. The Silent Language of Attraction. Body language is a powerful tool of communication, and often it reveals more than words ever could. When you're with her, pay attention to the subtle cues she's sending your way. Does she make eye contact? Does she lean in when you speak, or does she cross her arms, avoid your gaze, and seem closed off? These nonverbal signals can be incredibly telling. Remember, attraction is about more than just words. It's about the energy you share, the way you respond to each other's presence, and the unspoken language of your bodies. Chapter 7. The Curiosity Factor. One of the biggest indicators of attraction is, well, curiosity. When you're excited about someone, you want to know everything about them, their passions, their history, their dreams, their fears. You're genuinely interested in their world, and you ask questions to deepen the connection. So if she's not showing much interest in your life, It might be a sign that she's not feeling that pull. Maybe she never asks about your day, or she seems indifferent when you share something you're passionate about. This lack of curiosity can be a painful realization, but it's often a sign that her heart isn't fully invested in the connection. Let's be real, this one's a bit of a no-brainer. If she's openly dating other people and making no effort to hide it, it's a clear sign that she's not looking for a committed relationship with you. Now, there's nothing wrong with exploring your options and seeing what's out there, especially in the early stages of dating. But if she's constantly talking about other people she's seeing or emphasizing that she's not looking for anything serious, it's time to face reality. Don't waste your time trying to convince her otherwise. Respect her decision and move on. Sometimes, the most difficult signs to accept are the ones that are staring us right in the face. If she tells you directly that she's not interested in a romantic relationship, take her words at face value. It's easy to get caught up in the hope that she'll change her mind or that your feelings will magically align. But the truth is, respect and honesty are crucial in any relationship, even if it's one that's not meant to be. Trying to force a connection when she's been upfront about her lack of feelings will only lead to heartache and resentment down the line. At the end of the day, you are the expert on your own experiences. If something in your gut tells you that something's off, trust your instincts. Our intuition is a powerful tool, and it often picks up on subtle cues that our conscious mind might miss. Maybe her words say one thing, but her actions tell a different story. Or perhaps you can't quite put your finger on it, but something just feels off. Don't ignore these feelings. Pay attention to the red flags, trust your intuition, and don't be afraid to walk away from a situation that doesn't feel right. Deciphering the signs of disinterest isn't about becoming cynical or jaded about love. It's about arming yourself with the knowledge and self-worth to walk away from what's not serving you, and to make space for a connection that truly lights you up. Remember, you deserve someone who chooses you enthusiastically, who makes an effort to be in your life, and who makes you feel valued, respected, and adored. Don't settle for anything less.